Welcome back to another episode. Well, not another episode, but it's just kind of like an episode. It's only one of me today. I guess this is kind of an emergency within the culture, so I couldn't wait on Terrence quite, so I decided to just hop in here real quick and just to kind of get some thoughts off and kind of see what y'all were thinking as far as this whole situation goes, because I'm a little confused about all this. I pretty much just wanted to get y'all opinion on the way shit goes. Just to be frank, I mean, I'm not a street nigga. Okay. If you couldn't tell, I think it's pretty evident. But I figured why not get on here and see if we can address some internet gangsters, I guess is what they would call them, and kind of see what everybody else thinks as far as this whole YSL Gunna case goes, the whole RICO.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped a vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
Gunna's out, all right, as we saw. Apparently, he took a plea deal. I don't know the specifics of what I saw. Was pretty much that they said, okay, I guess he had a 5-year. The plea deal pretty much includes him being sentenced for 5 years. He served, 7 months, I guess, so far. So they suspended the rest of his sentence, and he could do 4 years, an additional on house arrest, or I guess like 500 hours of community service. What it really comes down to is, y'all know why I'm here. Did the nigga snitch or did he not? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Is like, and what exactly is this whole snitching thing? Like, how does this go? Okay, because the lines seem to be a little bit blurred. Okay. In terms of who's a snitch and who's not a snitch, because according to the culture of hip-hop and music, 6ix9ine is a snitch, right? Apparently. So I mean, I think that's pretty evident. I think we can all agree upon that. But from what I'm starting to see online is that I see the decisions are kind of split on this one. You got half saying that Gunna is a snitch. Okay, he pretty much confirmed that YSL is a gang and was involved in gang activities, placing himself at the scene of crimes, however not admitting to guilt involved in the crimes. From what I'm seeing, anybody can correct me if I'm wrong here, but that's what I'm seeing. All right, and then you have the other side, which is basically saying that he is not a snitch because technically he didn't give up any information that nobody already knew by saying that they're in a gang, by saying that crimes were committed, basically saying that the attorney's office already has this information. All he's doing is just confirming it. And apparently the things that he says does not implement anybody else, nor can they use it in another case against anybody else within this whole organization. For me, from what it looks like on the outside, from the outside looking in, like I said, okay, I don't got any street credibility as far as that goes. All I know is that if somebody is basically admitting that the organization they're involved in, which is currently being investigated, is a gang and is being involved in criminal activity, I would consider that snitching from what I know, but maybe I'm incorrect here. But let's look up the definition of snitch so we can kind of see what a snitch is. Two definitions here, okay? All right, if I Google the definition, okay, it says snitch is to inform on someone, whatever that means. Now let's go over to the Urban Dictionary. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Snitch, in the criminal sense, a snitch will provide information to the police or feds in order to obtain lenient treatment for themselves and provide information over an extended period of time in return for money or for police to overlook their own criminal activities. Quite often, someone will become an informant following their arrest. Well, that's an informant, but the first part of that, I guess, was a snitch. So in the criminal sense, a snitch will provide information to the police or feds in order to obtain a lenient treatment for themselves, which I guess in a sense, right? And okay, let's go and get this straight. I'm a Gunna fan, all right? Whether he's snitch or not, I'm listening to the nigga music, all right? Pushing plea, whatever it is, all right? I'm with all of it, okay? I have no issues, okay? I'm just having a conversation right now, trying to figure out what the real premise of this is. Okay, so to obtain lenient treatment for themselves, wouldn't that kind of be considered what he did? And y'all see me looking. I got Jamari behind the camera right now, so I'm kind of looking at him. All right, to make sure I'm not crazy here. Isn't that pretty much the same thing? If somebody is to tell police, the feds, whoever, that they were previously involved with someone who's currently being investigated and who is under investigation about, the crimes that they committed within that group. If they admit that the group is a gang and that they have, committed crimes within the gang, then and they're kind of already, isn't he kind of already implementing the people within that? Am I tripping? I guess I'm maybe I'm overthinking this. Okay, let's go to his statement. Well, and one thing it says, okay, if Gunna is called as, this is by the Los Angeles Times, if Gunna is called as a witness by anyone in the upcoming trial, which is set to start in January, he will testify truthfully, but he reserves his right to assert his Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. So basically, he will testify. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like he's gonna testify. However, he can use his Fifth Amendment right, basically to say, like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm up here, but I have nothing to say. I don't want to say anything. Not just for the the fact that he won't be snitching, but also to not implement himself back into the case, because I guess that can kind of fuck him on that end. Like I said, I was a little confused. Now, this is a statement from his lawyer that said Gunna did not snitch to get out of jail. He has said nothing and is not cooperating. His plea statement cannot be used in court against any other defendant. So please stop spreading lies. That's what Steve Sato said, Gunna's lawyer. That's just like some PR shit, because that doesn't even make sense to me. Because how you gonna say he's not cooperating if you're taking a plea deal? If he's up on the stand, if you've seen the video of him up there basically admitting to everything, or basically admitting to the things that they're asking him about, saying yes ma'am, yes ma'am to the lady that's talking to him at that moment, wouldn't that be him cooperating? I feel like him not cooperating with him being
like, I'm not saying anything, y'all take whatever y'all got and let's take this to trial.
Wouldn't that be not cooperating in a sense? Am I tripping? I don't know. I'll let y'all tell me, but that's a little confusing. So this is from Gunna himself. All right. Sergio Kitchens' press statement said, while I have agreed to always be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear that I have not made any statements, not been interviewed, have not cooperated, have not agreed to testify, okay, or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and have absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial process anyway. Okay, that again, that doesn't make sense. He says, have not agreed to testify or be a witness. You already said you were a witness in a sense, because you said you were at the, he mentioned one incident about them being in a car, all right, and I guess maybe when was it a robbery or a murder that went down or something like that? Something about him being in a car with Young Thug. So he's already admitted to being a witness in a sense, even if he's not voluntarily doing it. He has agreed to be a witness by saying yes to that, to get out. That was a part of his plea deal. So that's where the part gets a little confusing again. I can sit here going on all day about this. I'm a little confused by this, because I feel like if you are not just, taking a plea deal is one thing, but to take a plea deal and then also mention others within that and involving others within that, which clearly he had no choice because this is a group thing, then I feel like that would be snitching. Again, I'm the wrong guy to ask. I got no validity as far as the street code shit goes, okay? I'm not the guy. I'm just telling you from my outside perspective, okay? From a corny ass nigga, what it looks like. So I'm gonna let y'all tell me what y'all think. Chop it up in the comment section, whatever y'all come up with, and then we can figure this out. But for now, Gunna's home. YSL trial starts in January, so we're gonna see what's up with that. Also, look out for this Megan Tory trial, because that's a whole nother thing. We'll get into that on the next pod though. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'm out.